Sabi dito, it is September 2024, pero sabi din sa TRICOM, 2023 sila na-invite, di ba? Filipino influencers troll farms top for pro-China narratives. Oh, talaga na. Talagang nag-ano sila. So, control farms to, most probably, bayad sila. Di ba? Na meron sila. The Chinese government, is recruiting Filipino social media influencers and troll farms to push Polish narratives that favor Beijing. According to a recently published study, with as many as 10,000 fake accounts found to be spreading pro-China narratives. Diba mga akli? Saka ito, meron tong news dati yung pinag-aralan ng UST, yung China, yung network. Okay. Ganyan. Okay. Naral to ng isang sa isang thesis Saan ba yan? Ito. Yan. Lang. Yan. Ilang na-take up natin to, pero pakita ko pa rin Balikan natin tong news na to. I-related ito, related. USTMA student, in other words, verified to, inaral thesis uncovers Chinese linked influence operations backing Sara. Diba? Pinag-usapan na natin to. Pero parang nagkaka-connect, diba? A UC graduate school student has exposed a Chinese-linked disinformation network pushing pro-Duterte and anti-Marcos narratives on X, formerly Twitter, in an investigative report presented during a House of Representatives during a hearing on Tuesday. Noon pa to mga clear, ang date niya is February 5, 2025. Okay? Nisiforo Balbedina, the third, a UST Masters in Journalism student and multimedia editor of Press1.ph, discovered 107 suspicious accounts systematically publishing contents supporting Vice President Sara Duterte while attacking President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. The network is also pushing content against Manila's claim on the South China Sea. So, naaral ito. This is, inaral niya to, pero tandaan natin, yung pagpapaseminar dito sa mga di umanong DDS vloggers, mga Duterte supporters. 2023 pa. So, ngayon to nararamdaman? Ganun ba yun? Balbedina and USC Department of Journalism Chair Felipe Salvosa II, founding editor of Press1.ph, discussed a report that other aspects of foreign influence operations and foreign information manipulation and interference during a hearing at the House of Representatives about this information. No? Kasagsagan ng March hanggang July, meron po kaming monitor na Chinese state media na actively po nagsusow ng iba't ibang mga questionable information tungkol sa sigalot sa West Philippine Sea. Yun ba yung ginawa ni Mark Lopez? At ito po yung latest na meron po kaming nahukay na pro-China network of X accounts na nagsususog, no? Nagsususog ng anti-Philippine sentiment habang nagpo-push ng content related po kay VP Sara Duterte. Balbedina noted that the accounts often resurface and recycled old content such as pulveron video, a clipped falsely depicting Marcos using illegal drugs. So, kinalaman daw, ayon dito, ang pro-China network, may kinalaman daw ang Chinese state media. According sa studies niya, mga kaklira, these videos were published either during significant events such as the signing of the Maritime Zones Law and Baseline Law, or when there was negative news about Duterte. Lumalabas. So pag may negatibong sa panahon ni Duterte, siguro kasama na si VP Sara dyan, about confidential funds, about confidential funds, lalarga ngayon ang mga troll. No? Lalarga ang mga troll at sisirain at gigibain mismo ang pamahalaan at lalo-lalo na si Pangulong Marcos. Yun yung nakita sa study, mga kaklira. Oh. Salvosa said fact-checking organizations like Press1.ph have included FIO and FIMI investigations in their work, flagging state or non-state actors seeking to influence democratic processes and values through manipulation. So ngayon ba ganito nangyayari dahil napadala ang dating Pangulong Duterte sa ICC sa The Hague? Kaya ang fake news tambak, mga kaklir. Diba? Tambak ang mga fake news. Kaya dapat mag-ingat tayo sa mga ganito. Diba? NCC, pasensya na. Hindi yan ang topic natin. Magugulo tayo. Yung mga nagpapakalat na fake daw yan, yung KFL, wala silang alam. Don't mind them. Wala sila sa meeting. Yung mga nagpapakalat ng ganyan, walang partisipasyon sa anumang transaksyon. Kaya fake news sila. Sila ang fake news, mga kaklir. Bodyong Mindanao, hi, salamat. Nadatnan ko rin ang live mo, Attorney Claire. I am your avid fan. Marami ako natututunan watching from Maranding, Lanao del Norte. Wow, layo. Thank you po. Salamat po sa inyong pakikinig, panonood. Sir Bodyong Mindanao. Thank you po. Thank you. Ayan. So, mga MIBs ko, maraming salamat Maylene, Addictus Rex, sabi, ayan, binabati kayo ni Nilda Arceo, Shirikan Saki, Cheska Macorol, May, si Maria, Maylene Nanale, of course, si Maylene, Vencir, Tesparaon, Neth, Vegs, 07, Evangeline, Camiloza, Reviton, Lord Glenn, Ate G, si Tatay G, nandyan din, si Shirikan Saki, si Vencir, Takumi, okay, ayan. So, hindi ba, inisipin lang natin to bakit nga ba ang daming fake news ngayon? Dahil may issue kay dating Pangulong Duterte, tinatabunan bang pilit yung supposed to be na dapat na makuha na hustisya ng mga di umanong biktima ng EJK. Bakit pilit nilang tinatabunan ito? Pinipilit nila tabunan yung issue, pilit tinatabunan yung nais na hustisya na makamtan ng mga di umanong biktima. At pinapalabas pa sa kanilang mga naratibo, hero si dating Pangulong Duterte. Diba? Dapat ba natin gawing hero ang umaming killer? Parang malabo yung kaya tuloy. Nung nabasa natin to mga kaklir, mukhang ano talaga. Mukhang planado. Diba? Systematic ang ginagawa nila para sirain ng gobyerno at sila ang lumabas na kawawa. No, mga Duterte. Yun yung lumalabas Salvosa told the lawmakers that fact-checkers and journalism academics have long dropped the term fake news, which had been politicized and misused to label opposing viewpoints. We want to focus on the term information disorder. Diba? Which also distinguishes disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation. Okay? So yun lumalabas mga kaklir, diba? So apart from attacking the president, the network of Chinese link accounts also shared content criticizing Washington's involvement in the West Philippine Sea and framing Philippine efforts to assert its sovereignty as part of the US-led proxy war. O diba, lagi sabi, tuta ng kano. So yun ba ang itinuro sa seminar? Tanong lang Kasi parang itong mga napag-aralan, no? ni Sir Baldebina, tama bang word? Balbedina, yun yung lumalabas na mga vlogs, blogs, di ba? Mga comments na pinupost, parang dito gumagawi. Di ba? So, itong pag-aaral ni Sir Balbedina, mukhang may pinanghuhugutan talaga. Sa thesis naman to mga kaklir. Yung posting activity po nila ay very reactionary sa oras at sa development sa ating bansa. Totoo naman. Pag may puntok against China or against Duterte, hack and troll. Nandiyan na lahat. Balbedina also found evidence of fraudulent account creation as many as of the suspended Chinese linked accounts used stock or artificial intelligence generated profile photos. Yung profile pic na ginagamit sa Twitter accounts ay galing sa mga advertisements. Yung iba galing sa pornography, yung iba galing sa stock photos, at yung iba AI generated. Diba? This investigative report was developed with the help of UST data journalism instructor Nathaniel Melican. Diba? So, balik tayo sa news mga clear. Balik tayo kanina. So, diba? Mako-connect mo eh. Yan. But besides the flood of pro-Chinese content and social media, the Chinese government is also relying on a more covert form of propaganda. Local news reports that minimize Beijing's role in flood infrastructure projects while shifting blame onto local leaders. Diba? For years, China has remained as Philippines' top trading partner. May mga ganyan din nilalabas na bakit ang China, ang tagal-tagal na natin kasama, top trading partner natin. But public opinion has turned solidly against the powerful nation amid more frequent maritime clashes between the two countries in the South China Sea. More than 3 of every 4 Filipinos identify China as the greatest threat to the country, according to Okta survey conducted in March and released in June. China is not engaging in all this media cooperation and development finance in a vacuum. It's happening alongside very visible disputes in the South China Sea. Okay? PRC state-run or state-influenced media outlets have accounts on most social media channels to amplify their digital content. However, researchers found that Filipinos aren't buying into these pro-China messages. Okay? YouTube videos promoting China's image have reached to more than 20,000 views, far less than similar content from India, Europe, and US, according to the study. Okay. So, okay? Ito. Why do messages from pro-China influencers and troll farms fall flat? Researchers explain that attempting to sway public sentiments is complicated in practice no matter the social media strategy or level of investment involved. Okay? Okay. So yung mga kaklir lumalabas dito, tinatap talaga troll farms, saka Filipino influencers. At mukhang nakapasok naman na sila mga